Welcome to Sanctuary Peacemakers, where we discuss all things related to security inside houses of worship with your host, Unity. Now, let's enter the crucible of our discussion. Hello, and welcome to today's episode. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's increasingly critical for communities across the country: how to build effective safety and security teams in houses of worship, even on a tight budget. Whether you're a pastor, a volunteer, or simply someone passionate about protecting your congregation, today's discussion will give you actionable steps, real world examples, and the data you need to make informed decisions. Let's start by framing the issue. Unfortunately, incidents of violence in places of worship, while statistically less common than in public spaces, do occur and can have devastating consequences. According to a study by the Nonprofit Security Grant Program Report in 2023, over the last decade, there were more than 200 recorded incidents of violent attacks on houses of worship in the United States, ranging from vandalism and theft to active shooter situations. This underscores the importance of having a prepared security strategy, even for smaller congregations. Now, I know what you're thinking. We don't have the budget of a school district or corporate campus. How can we implement security measures effectively? That's exactly what we're going to cover. Number one, assessing your needs without breaking the bank. The first step in creating a security team is understanding what your specific risks are. Not every church needs armed guards or state-of-the-art cameras. Start with a risk assessment. This can be as simple as walking through your facilities with a notebook and noting all entry and exit points, areas that are poorly lit, times when your congregation is largest. The Department of Homeland Security recommends using a simple framework called CPR: Control, Protect, Respond. It's all about identifying what you can control, protecting your people and assets, and having a plan to respond if something goes wrong. Even if you can't afford to hire consultants, many local police departments offer free or low cost security audits for houses of worship. According to faith based security guidelines from FEMA in 2022, churches that took advantage of these programs reduced potential vulnerabilities by an average of 30% without spending a dime. Number two, building your team. A team is only as strong as the people on it. On a budget, you'll likely rely heavily on volunteers. Here's how to get started. Recruitment. Look for members who already have relevant experience: retired law enforcement, security personnel, or even first responders. Be clear about the commitment and responsibilities so volunteers know what they are signing up for. Training. You don't need a full tactical academy to be prepared. Basic training in first aid, CPR, conflict de-escalation, and situational awareness can be done on a budget. The American Red Cross and local fire departments often provide low-cost or free training for community organizations. According to the Journal of Community Safety in 2021, churches that provided even 8 hours of basic security training to volunteers reported a 40% higher confidence in emergency readiness. Team structure. Even small churches can benefit from a tiered approach. Team leader oversees planning and communication. Patrol members monitor entrances, parking lots, and hallways. Medical support. Trained volunteers for emergencies. Communication lead maintains radios, phone trees, and emergency contacts. Number three, low-cost security measures. Now let's talk about equipment and infrastructure. You don't need a multi-thousand-dollar system to improve safety. Lighting, a well-lit exterior can deter crime. Motion sensor LED lights cost as little as $25 per fixture and can cover large areas. The National Crime Prevention Council 2020 notes that improved lighting can reduce property crimes by up to 20%. Access control. Even simple measures like keycards, coded locks, or lockable gates can drastically reduce unauthorized entry. For churches on a tight budget, consider rekeying doors and assigning responsibility for who holds the keys rather than installing expensive electronic systems. Cameras. Affordable camera systems are available for $150 to $300, often with mobile access for monitoring remotely. According to Security Tech Insights of 2022, churches using even basic camera setups reported a 25% decrease of vandalism and theft. Signage. Don't underestimate simple warning signs. This property is under surveillance, or authorized personnel only. Studies have shown visible deterrents can be as effective as physical barriers in many cases. Number four, emergency planning and drills. Having a team and equipment is only part of the puzzle. Planning for emergencies is crucial. Active shooter response plans follow the run, hide, fight methodology endorsed by the FBI. Evacuation routes, clearly marked exits, and regular practice drills can save lives. Communication plans. Ensure every team member knows who to contact and how, including local authorities. Fact, the FEMA Community Preparedness Study 2021 found that houses of worship conducting annual emergency drills greatly reduced emergency response time by an average of 35%. Tip, start small. Practice evacuation during one service a year, then expand to full drills with your team. Number five, integrating with the community. Your security team doesn't exist in isolation. Partnering with local law enforcement and neighboring organizations can be both cost-effective and informative. Many police departments have community liaison officers who can advise on security strategies. Nearby businesses might share camera footage or collaborate on parking lot patrols. Sharing lessons learned at interfaith or community safety networks provides insight without additional costs. Part 6, Case Studies. Success on a Budget. Case Study 1. A small church in Texas implemented a volunteer patrol team, added motion sensor lighting, and conducted basic emergency drills. Over 2 years, reported incidents dropped from 5 minor thefts per year to 0, with total costs under $1,200. Case Study 2. A mid-sized congregation in Florida partnered with a local Red Cross chapter for free CPR and first aid training, trained a 12-member volunteer security team, and installed a modest $300 camera system. The team successfully managed a medical emergency during a crowded holiday service without any injuries. These examples highlight that effectiveness doesn't always correlate with spending. Strategic planning and training can provide substantial safety improvements on a budget. Number 7, sustaining your team. Finally, consider how to maintain the program long term. Regular meetings, monthly check-ins keep volunteers engaged and informed. Continuous training. Rotate volunteers through new training modules each year. Recognition and support. Highlight contributions to maintain morale. Evaluation. Use incident reports and feedback to adjust strategies. Statistic, The National Council of Volunteer Security Programs in 2020 found that recognition programs increased volunteer retention by over 50%, which is crucial for consistency in safety operations. In Part 8, closing thoughts. Building a safety and security team in your house of worship doesn't have to cost a fortune. It requires planning, training, collaboration, and creativity. With the right approach, even small congregations can create safer, more secure environments for their members. Remember, safety is a community effort. Even small investments in lighting, training, and volunteer coordination can yield disproportionately large benefits in protecting lives and property. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this episode inspires you to think strategically about safety in your community. Stay safe, stay prepared, and remember that even small steps can make a big difference. Thank you again for joining us here at Sanctuary Peacemakers. I'm your host, Unity, and as always, y'all stay safe, y'all stay blessed.